Hi, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Bases live. As the kids run the bases and get autographs from their favorite Sylvan Lake Gulls, we come in and say hi and happy birthday to Sully the Gully. My name is Joe Whitbread. Welcome to our post-game show, Beyond the Bases, presented by Donna, Purcell, QC Law in Sylvan Lake, Red Deer, Edmonton, and Calgary. This is Jared Waldo. We celebrated a birthday, a 6th birthday of our mascot today, and we celebrated with a win.
Absolutely. Can you believe Sully is 6 years old already? It feels like just yesterday we were meeting the Gull for the first time, and here we are celebrating Sully with all of his friends, all of the boys with the hats on. It was just a great day to celebrate Sully and baseball here in Sylvan Lake.
This has really become a calendar favorite for Sylvan Lake Gulls fans, and the weather did not disappoint. A hot day in central Alberta, and it started off with very hot play as well. Your Gulls needed this win. Losing 2 to Brooks on the road. They won on Saturday night, which pulled them a little bit closer, but they needed this win. This is a really important ball game after all was said and done.
Yeah, I think when we talk about needing the win, obviously you want those points in the standings, but anytime you go on the road and you drop 2 and you have an opportunity to get those back here at home, you want to take advantage of that. And over the last couple of the games, the Gulls were able to do that.
Juicy kicked things off. Not a great weekend for our pal Dom, but he and the Gulls really started to get going in front of a crowd that was electric all night long.
It was a great crowd this afternoon, all here to celebrate. But, as you talked about, and we've talked about over the last couple of shows about how the bats have been great, but it was the defensive play of the Gulls and the pitching this afternoon that really carried this ball club forward to get that win.
Seth Mahler comes in to close. Bryson Leach starts this game off, and I thought he played exceptional on the hill. We're going to have a chance to chat with him shortly.
Yeah, 6 strikeouts on the afternoon, and just a consistent, steady game all day long, and just kind of led the way for the Gulls to get that W.
Tylen Graves with the shot there to center. The 9th inning was a closeout, the clapping of the crowd, and I really thought this team is starting to gel. We've said that before, and plenty of games on the roster. The birthday hats was a fun addition as your Sylvan Lake Gulls take another home win and send this crowd home at home with another exceptional night at the ballpark. I thought this was a fun game all around. The weather cooperated, and the Gulls are back in that winning column, which is a fantastic place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to go back to what we've been talking about. Saturday night we're sitting here and we're talking about, defensively we'd like to see a little bit more. From the pitching we'd like to see a little bit more. And it's almost as if that just got into the dressing room, because this afternoon, this was a very tight game from your Sylvan Lake Gulls. Defensively, as good as we've seen all season. A couple of pitchers, and that was it. We didn't see a lot on the hill this afternoon, which is always a good sign when your pitchers can go strong and go late into games. And this was just a great win for the Gulls in a lot of different ways. The bats didn't carry. It was defensive play and the pitching this afternoon.
And speaking of pitching, we'll invite Bryson Leach onto your chair just momentarily. But Wally, before I let you go, this is a busy homestand coming up and some really important games. The Fort McMurray Giants are in town on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, these Gulls hit the road to play these same Brooks Bombers. And then the Brooks Bombers are coming here to Gulls Field, but it's not your ordinary night.
No, it is vintage baseball night, and what this means is that it's going to be a low sensory event. This is something that's happening at ballparks all across North America, which means it's going to be a different approach to the ball game, not so much in the way of promos, music. It is in every traditional sense, just come to the ballpark, watch some baseball, and enjoy.
Yeah, so vintage baseball night is on Friday night. The Brooks Bombers will be here, but the Gulls will be the road team, as that is a Brooks Bombers home game on Gulls Field, and we hope you'll get tickets if you're in the area. And then, of course, Saturday and then Sunday afternoon, which is Father's Day, as we turn things back and say thanks to our friend Jared Waldo, who has some post-game birthday celebrations to have with Sully the Gully. This is the starting pitcher and the winning pitcher tonight, Bryson Leach. Bryson, welcome to Beyond the Bases.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you. You had, in a moment, we're going to show you the highlights. You were specific. How did it feel on the hill before we watched how it went down?
Yeah, it was good. The slider was working well. The first couple outings coming out of the pen, I was a little all over the place, so it was good for the last outing, for this outing, to really just pound the zone and get some swings.
Okay, let's have a look at your velocity and your control. Here's your highlights on the screen. Tell us how you saw this game and the last 4 games against this same club.
Yeah, they're definitely a swing-first ball club. Like, they love to be aggressive, and that helps me out a lot on the mound. So just be able to throw kind of stuff in the dirt, get some swings, and just letting the defense work behind us. 6
strikeouts for you. Seth comes in to close this game, a very rare, not complete game, but only 2 pitchers from the bullpen. That gives your team a rest for some important games ahead.
Yeah, that was big because we did use a lot of pitching down in Brooks, and it's always good when we can give the guys another day, going into an off day tomorrow, and have everyone back for full go on Tuesday.
Our first chance to have you on Beyond the Bases and here in Sylvan Lake. So far, what do you think?
It's been great. The fans here are awesome. Just the whole community is great. Treat us super well, and hopefully we can treat them well with some wins.
If you don't mind, tell us where you're from and maybe who's watching online who might add something to our comment section.
Yeah, I'm from Maple Valley, Washington, just south of Seattle. I would think maybe my mom and dad are watching this. I don't know for sure, though. I'm sure they'll see the video, though.
I'm sure they'll comment below. And wherever you're watching, or whichever player, whether it's our team or a different team, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Bryson, what did you learn about Sylvan Lake before you came? And what are you learning now about this small little dot in the middle of central Alberta, Canada?
Yeah, so at Gonzaga, I had a couple teammates who've played here, Mickey McClaskey, Finbar O'Brien, Zach Bowman, and they told me everything about this place, just how great it is, how great the community is, how welcoming everyone is. And so I knew a lot about that, but I didn't know a lot about some of the little stuff, the autographs and stuff that I think really brings this community together, that I think is just a well-run program.
I don't always wear a birthday hat on the post-game show, but it's fun. And thanks for participating in that. I know you were focused today. You were obviously the starting pitcher, but a lot of your teammates having fun with the promotional value that we bring all of these fans.
Yep.
It's so great to have you on the program. I know that you'll watch this, and Mom and Dad and maybe some others that'll watch this, and we'll have a chance to go beyond the bases with more players from your squad. But it is a busy week, an important homestand for your club as we finally get above that 500 mark and look to make it more wins.
Yep. That's the goal, is to win the West, so you just got to keep stacking good wins, and once we get everyone clicking at the same time, we'll be rolling.
Well, you get the night off in Sylvan Lake, maybe a chance to go see some of the local attractions, and a chance to rest too. A Monday off, which is deserving for your club after 4 in a row against the Brooks Bombers. Thanks for joining us on Beyond the Bases.
Thanks for having me.
There you go. Bryson Leach was your starting pitcher on a birthday night for Sully, or a birthday afternoon. The sun was shining. Sully was having a blast with his buddies. And obviously the guys were having fun too. We started things off early and we started things off hot, as your Gulls need to do throughout this season. The long ball was coming, and that was an incredible catch in center field. Doubled up for a little bit of a motivation for these Gulls. The Gulls were doing some things on the base paths, and they were doing things defensively that we haven't seen this season. And I think that is a really great thing to look forward to as this homestand approaches. The Gulls will play Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday on the road, then home for that vintage night Friday, and of course a Saturday night, and then a Father's Day Sunday. It proves to be a very busy week at Gulls Field. If you're in the area, grab a ticket and join us. And if you're not, thanks for joining us online with Donna Purcell, QC Law, and Beyond the Bases with your Sylvan Lake Gulls.